Good evening, YouTube. Thanks for waiting. I kept you waiting. Happy Friday. Let me just readjust. But yeah, let's talk about Lucas Vazquez. Real Madrid flop. Apparently he's close to signing the deal. First and foremost, I want to apologise for not doing my 5 o'clock stream. I had stuff to do with my little one, so yeah, I couldn't really do it. She wanted to go to the park and stuff like that. So yeah, I didn't do the 5 o'clock stream, obviously family first and all that, but I am here now. So good evening to everybody in the chat. Good evening, VP. Good evening, Aden, Aussie Guna, everybody else. Nearly 200 people watching live. But yeah, Lucas Vazquez, apparently the deal is close. £27 million plus €3 million, which is what, about £2.5 million in add-ons. Whether this deal gets done or not, I'm not too sure, but that is what is going around at the moment. That is the talk at the moment, that we're going to sign Lucas Vazquez. And for me, I don't want him. I genuinely don't want him. Don't really cut it at Real Madrid. He's played nearly 200 games for Real Madrid, which is amazing, really. But 44 assists, about 23 goals, I think it is. Goals to game ratio is not good enough. Is he any better than Alex Iwobi? Probably not. So why are we buying him? For £27 million, we could go and buy somebody completely different that would do better. Whether it's paper talk remains to be seen. We shall see in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, there's only, what, 5 weeks, less than 5 weeks of the transfer window to go. Obviously, Arsenal are playing tomorrow as well. We're playing Boreham Wood. Good evening, Sam. He is a right winger from Real Madrid, and he ain't a very good one. Good evening, Paul Cohen. Hope you're well, mate. But yeah, he's not a very good one. And if you believe the reports going around at the moment, we are actually going to sign him. So I don't know. Listen, you never know how a player is going to do when they come from one league to the next. We're linked with 2 or 3 Real Madrid players. Marcelo, that ain't going to happen. He's going to end up at Juventus. They love a cheap signing. And I was actually shocked with Marcelo that he's only 31 years old. I thought he was like mid-30s, but no, he's only 31 years old. For everyone joining late asking me where I was at 5, I was busy. I took my daughter to the park. So yeah, she wanted to go to the park, so I didn't do my stream. Good evening, Guna Eagle Eye. Anyone not subscribed to him, go and click his icon and subscribe. But as for Vazquez, £27 million for a guy who averages 1 goal every 6 games is not good enough, in my opinion. And like I said, I don't know if it's paper talk. I don't know whether that's just a smoke screen for somebody else. I'm not so sure, but that's the reports going around at the moment. About £2.5 million in add-ons. And apparently he's going to be an Arsenal player next week. So we shall see what happens. But personally, I don't want him. There's other players at Real Madrid that I would want over him. Isco being the first one. Marcelo I'd take, because I didn't realise he was only 31 years old, but I'd take him. I thought he was mid-30s. There's other players at Real Madrid I'd take as well. Obviously, a hell of a lot of them are not going to come to Arsenal. Why would they? Marcelo said that he wants to leave Real Madrid. Is that because he wants to win the Europa League? Probably not. So he ain't coming to us. PSG are linked, AC Milan, Juventus and Arsenal. He ain't coming to us. Out of the 4 teams, we're probably 3rd out of 4 in the pecking order. You'd probably go Juve, PSG, Arsenal, AC Milan. So he ain't coming to us. But as for Vazquez, sorry, there's better players in the Premier League that we could get that are about the same price or cheaper, that have got a better output than him. So I don't want him anywhere near Arsenal, and I'm hoping and praying, and my fingers are crossed, that this ain't a true story. Vazquez is fake news. Well, I hope it is, Chig. I hope it is, because I don't personally think he's good enough. I don't think he's good enough to cull it in the Premier League. Listen, the guy's not exactly ripping up La Liga. What makes anyone think that he'll do it in the Premier League? I don't get it. But Unai Emery, maybe the Spanish connection and all that, you never know. Maybe he does want him. Or maybe it's Raul Sanhaley saying, well, look, let's go and make out we're getting him to get somebody else. Do you know what I'm saying? So the problem with lots of subs is the chat flies so fast. Anyway, we were talking about Allegri over at Chig's channel. Thoughts on him? Good evening, Rabba. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Thanks for your donation as well, mate. Yeah, that's the problem with having 540 people watching live. The chat goes super quick. So maybe I need to get a couple of moderators in here just to iron it all out properly, because I can barely keep up with it. So as for Allegri, if you had asked me a year ago, I would have took him in a heartbeat. Ask me now, I'd keep Emery. Yeah, the guy wins the league, which is the Italian equivalent to the Scottish league. So yeah, not really doing it in Europe. He had one of the best players of a generation up front, and he still couldn't get to a Champions League final. Not for me. Arsenal are not interested in Vazquez. Fake news, Lee. Shake my head, says Ossie. And thanks for your donation, my friend. Have a nice weekend. Congrats on 20k. Says Delon1. Thank you, mate. And big up everyone who has subscribed. Listen, 20,000 subs is mad. So yeah. It's gone quicker than I expected. I've tried getting hold of the person I want on the podcast, the first podcast. No reply as of yet. So do not be upset or peed off if it don't happen before next Saturday when I go on holiday. Trust me, as soon as I get back from holiday, which is what, the 27th of July, I think. Yeah, I'm going, 13th to 27th. So yeah, it'll be the end of July if it isn't next week, but I'll try my hardest to get him on for next week if he's around. So yeah, there we go. Would you take Alderweireld? Says fake Malhi. I would, but he's probably got a no Arsenal clause in his contract. Yank Gunner says hello from Florida. Thank you, mate. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Would you rather get Yashin Brahimi over Vazquez? All day long, Ahmed. All day long. Yeah, Brahimi. And Vazquez. Listen, Vazquez ain't all that, right? Brahimi's not great. He's good, but he ain't great. But Vazquez, listen, mate, B-Tech Awobi, not good enough. We should get Manolas. I think he signed for Napoli, mate. What is Unai Emery doing? Says Chig. Do you know what? I asked this yesterday. Is he actually alive? Has anyone actually heard of Unai Emery or seen him this summer? Because I ain't seen nothing of him or heard nothing of him. Is he actually alive? Is he still Arsenal manager? Lundbergkamp says Vazquez is trash. I agree. Charles Watts and Kike Marine have confirmed Vazquez to Arsenal. It's not reliable, says Ossian. A lot of journalists have reported it, to be honest with you. A lot of Spanish journalists as well. So listen, I hope it ain't true. I hope it's not true. I hope he don't come to Arsenal. I don't want him. I don't think he's good enough. If you break down his career at Real Madrid, 20 odd goals in 183 games or whatever it is equates to 1 in 6. Yeah, put that in the Premier League, that equates to 1 in 10. So not for me. Don't want him. Fekir or Vazquez, says Mohamed Namik. Neither. I don't want Fekir either, to be honest with you, mate. Why are we linked with 20 players at once? Says Malcolm Sand. That's because British and Spanish and Italian journalists, mate, they love to link Arsenal to players despite saying we've got no money. It's hilarious. Kind of hypocritical. Oh, penny pinching Arsenal got no money, yet they've bid for 1,001 players. Malcolm or Fraser? That's a tough. I'll take both. One on each side, James. One on each side. Fekir is better than Vazquez. He probably is for Pello, but he's very injury prone. He failed a medical at Liverpool apparently in January. They were about to sign him, and something came up on the medical that was quite alarming. Hence why he didn't sign. Delon 1, here's my contribution towards 40k. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate that all the way from the US. So thank you, mate. Hope you have a nice weekend, buddy. Why don't we sign Pat Butcher? She is class. Mate, I've knocked on Pat Butcher's door. Yeah, I've knocked on her door before for double glazing. Fucking rude bitch, man. Proper rude bitch. We'll sign feck all instead of Fekir, says Loki 73. You're probably right there, mate. We're probably right. Can we all as Arsenal fans donate to get a player, says Samuel Kanduri. Mate, do you know what? If we all donated 10 quid each, right, we could probably sign Messi. That would be mad. We've got spammers back. The spammers are back. The porn spammers, they're back. Nuno, thanks for your contribution, mate. Appreciate that. Congratulations on 20k. Hard work. Great result. Gets great results. You deserve it. Thank you, mate. Listen, I'm properly humbled. 20,000 subscribers, man. It's crazy. And like every time I do a stream, like tonight, there's nearly 700 people watching live. It's mad. Why you all want to tune in to me, I don't know. But yeah, thank you. I do appreciate it. And yeah, man, onwards to 30k. What about Phil Babb? Phil Babb, is he still alive? Vazquez is crap, says DJ. Good evening, DJ Fury. I hope you're well. Shout out if you need a mod league. Congrats on your 20k. Thanks for that, Marty. Thank you. I think it's getting to that point where I might need a couple, to be honest with you. Get a lot of idiots in the chat. So, yeah, I think it's getting to that point. Maybe when I come back off holiday, we'll sort that out, yeah? Are you doing YouTube full-time, says Finley? No, I still have a job, unfortunately. Dan says Bailey at centre-back. I'd take Eric Bailey, whatever his name is. I'd take him. I'd take him, mate. I know he's very injury-prone, but if you keep him fit, he's absolutely top draw. So for 20 odd million pound or 15 million pound cheaper than Titi, same sort of price as Lewis Dunk, I think I'd take him, take the risk. How many subs do you need to go and live off YouTube? It don't go off subs, Rupert. It goes off views and stuff like that, mate. So long way off. Salim Omar says, what is happening with Saliba? The latest report that I see was this morning that said that St Etienne is basically saying unless he comes back on loan, they ain't selling him. So as far as I'm concerned, pull out the deal. Tell them jog on. Tell them jog on. We ain't being held to ransom by some fucking tin pot team in France. Tarkovsky and Ben Mee are bargains from Burnley. I agree, Loki. I agree. Both of them. I'll take Ben Mee over Tarkovsky. Our man Mahmood wants Titi. Sorry, Titi. Adam says Skriniar. I don't think he's got any likelihood of coming to Arsenal, unfortunately, but he is an absolute beast of a centre-back. It's a Diop. I don't know. I don't know, mate. He's a good player. I don't think he's good enough to take us to where we want to be. Lascelles says Malcolm. Same again. Liam says Bolly. I don't know, man. There's a lot of players out there, and this is the thing, right? There's a lot of centre-backs out there that are linked to Arsenal or not linked to Arsenal that would improve us, because a lot of our centre-backs are clueless. We've got Mustafi, we've got Mavropanos. Is he going to play next season? Who knows? Is he going to be fit? Who knows? Mustafi shouldn't be here. Koscielny, I think he's finished. So there's 3 out of 5. Then we've got Holding and Socrates. So I think we definitely need a centre-back. It's who we get in that position. And, you know, this William Saliba, he might be a great signing, but if they want to loan him back, jog on. It's either now or jog on. Cole Clements. Right, that is the best name ever, right? The Celtic new left-back, yeah, that they've just signed from Austria, yeah, is called Bolingoli and Bombo. What a sick name. That is a quality name, man, I swear. View on Bielik, says Peter Weaver. Not good enough for me, mate. I'd get rid. Are you going to Boreham Wood, says Ollie? No, I was going to go. I was going to take my daughter, but I'll be honest, I can't be bothered. It's a mission from where I live, so yeah, I'm not going, mate. TD Shifts, thanks for your donation, my friend. Haley, fan from Australia, keep up the amazing effort. There's some things I agree with you on, and there is some I don't agree with you on. You're an absolute baller. Thank you very much, mate. It's always nice to hear kind words, and thanks for your donation as well. I appreciate it. Have a nice weekend to you, yeah? 730 people watching live. Please do put a like on the video. Do you live in Milton Keynes? Yes, I do. I've lived here my whole life. What happened to Kieran Tierney getting announced at 5? I actually said 11. Yeah, and it was only banter in a group chat I'm in. I said, what if it gets announced at 11 o'clock on Friday? Mate, nobody has a clue what is going on with Kieran Tierney. All these fake accounts on Twitter that claim to be moles or horses or stuff like that and be in the know, they ain't got a Scooby. And people live on their every single word. It's quite embarrassing. Disabled Gamer says, what about placing Saka in the first team? Not for me. I've loaned him. I don't think he's quite ready yet, mate, to be honest. Who are we announcing next? Says Just Videos 247. Personally, I think it will be Tierney, and I hope it's next week. That'd be nice. I'm hoping that when I go on holiday, I'm going to have Wi-Fi signal everywhere I go. Otherwise, otherwise I might be well late to the party. But yeah, there we go. We shall see. Obviously, as soon as we go live, when something happens, providing my signal is cool when I'm in Spain, I'll be dropping live videos as soon as we sign players. So turn the notification bells on for that and subscribe if you are new. Do you rate Mitroglou? No, I don't. Bovo, I don't. Abdi, bro, what about Malcolm? I'd take Malcolm. I think for the price that Malcolm's going for, I don't think it's really a risk. He's 22 years old. Barcelona was too soon a move for him. I'd take him. Bob Punian says, let's do a live phoning. That's something I've considered, I'll be honest with you, but you get a lot of dickheads on this platform, mate, unfortunately. So you've got to try and filter them. And that's not easy when you're doing it live, but it is something I have thought about, but I'll have to look into how I can do it where it's got a delay and I can cut off the dickheads. Out of the current squad, who would you sell, own, or keep? Thanks for your donation as well, mate. TD Shifts. Sell Ozil, Xhaka, Mustafi, Kolasinac, Mickey. Get rid of them. Sell them. I'd loan Saka. I think that's probably all I would loan, to be honest with you. Maybe Eddie Nketiah as well, and then keep the rest. I've put Mustafi as well. I miss Mustafi. Mustafi's got to go. I'd give him away for a bag of crisps. Would you take Otamendi? Says Nejfun. I don't rate him. I think Laporte's a lot better than him. Did you buy the new kit? Says Love Rami. Yes, I did. I bought the new shirt. Still ain't rocked up yet. Still waiting for it. Change the title, it's clickbait. Well, it's not really, is it? Let's be real, it's not. Arsenal are close to signing Vazquez. If you read the reports going around the journalist world, that is what is being reported. So that's what I've gone off. So it's not really clickbait, is it, mate? El Neni as well. I forgot El Neni. What nice one, Chig. I forgot El Neni. Get rid of him as well. Are the banners coming out? Says Dan. Mate, I'm not holding any banners. I'm just enjoying football. And like I've been round with a couple of clowns on Twitter tonight who don't understand how football works. I'm just excited for the first game of the season at home to Burnley. Obviously, Newcastle away. I'm not going to that. Went last season. Newcastle's banging. So anyone who is going to Newcastle away, stay up there for the weekend. It's a sick night out. What about on Nemi and Chambers? I forgot Chambers as well. I'd sell both of them. Thanks again for your donation, mate. I appreciate it. But yeah, anyone who's going to Newcastle, stay up there for the weekend. It is a sick night out. The clubs are banging, but make sure you take photo ID or you ain't getting in them. Put all of them in your luggage and drop them to Spain when you get there. Nice one, VP. Jenko can go as well, Naeem. I forgot him. Nads, thank you for that, mate. Appreciate it. Christian Tafari Lee, I really enjoy your channel because I probably agree with 90%, 95% of your opinions. Thank you very much, mate. It's always nice to hear. I'm going to do 5 more minutes of this. My daily transfer update will not be out until about midday, 1 o'clock tomorrow. I've got a few things to go and do early in the morning. So that will not be out until about midday, 1 o'clock. So anyone who's going to be sat up waiting for that at 7 o'clock in the morning, have a lie in. Nearly 800 people watching live. Please do stick a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Always appreciate it. Tuned in from New York. Keep up the great content. Thank you, Rob Peterson. Appreciate that, mate. Have you heard of these 2 players, Lozano and Sarr? From these, it would be nice to have them. Listen, Lozano, I'd take in an absolute heartbeat over any single winger we have been linked with. I think he's class. As for Sarr, I'm not convinced by him. Like, I don't think he's worth 35 million. People will disagree with that, but I'd take Lozano for 36 million buyout over him all day long. I think he can play up front, he can play on the wing, he scores goals, he creates goals, he's absolutely lightning quick, he'd scare the living daylights out of centre-backs and full-backs. Have you watched the young Celtic boy, Karamoko? Do you know what? It's funny you say that, Samuel. Yeah, thanks for your donation as well, man. Something popped up on my YouTube feed yesterday, maybe about midnight last night, and it was his debut against Hearts or Hibs. Mate, that guy, oh my God. Karamoko Dembele, oh my God, mate, the geezer looked about 12 and he's just running rings around everybody. So yeah, I have seen him, man. I have seen him. He's an absolute baller. What do we think of Tottenham? Savannah, what do we think of Tottenham? Swear word. You're allowed to say it. No, it's a swear word, Daddy. Any news on Tierney? No, none that I've heard. Is it possible to pay a club a fee to take Ozil, or would that be breaching FFP, says Aussie Gooner? I don't think we can pay a fee to get him out, but we can subsidise his wages. So that goes towards our wage bill for the season, because obviously we're paying it. But I don't think we could pay someone to take him, as much as I'd love to. Big up from Atlanta. Thank you, Chewy Chomp. Niche says, oi, mate, what do you think of Iwobi at Cam? It'd do better than Ozil, in my opinion. It'd definitely track back a lot better, that's for sure. Would he create as much? Well, he created more chances from left forward, excuse me, from open play than any other player last season in our squad. So, yeah, man, 46 chances created from open play last season, more than anyone. And he was shoehorned in at left forward. So I think if we give him a chance in the number 10, if we play with a number 10, I think he'll be sweet. In the problem areas, who would you fix them with? Thank you again, TD Shifts. Left back, I'd go Tierney. Centre back, I would go with Lewis Dunk, seeing as Manolas has now gone to Napoli. Midfield, I'd probably use Willock and Smith Rowe. On the wing, I'd go Lozano and probably Fraser. And people keep saying, oh, you've got an agenda against Zaha. You rate Fraser over Zaha. Well, look at their stats last season, whether he's a one-hit wonder or not. is a quarter of the price, and he had a better overall contribution to a shit team than Zaha did in a shit team. So yeah, I would take Fraser. Thoughts on Berlin? I've never been there, Josh. Never been there. Right, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you to nearly 800 people watching live. Before you all leave, stick a like on the video. Go to my Insta if you are not following me. DM me with LS for live stream. Follow me. I will follow you back. I need to get my Insta up to 10K ASAP. So Lee Gunner 82 on Instagram. It'll probably be tomorrow that I reply to it. So don't get peed off if I don't acknowledge your DM straight away. It will be tomorrow. But yeah, go follow my Insta, DM me LS, and I'll follow you back as soon as I read it tomorrow. Thank you to every one of the nearly 800 people that are watching live. 200 likes nearly. Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone who donated and everyone in the chat with their comments and questions. I will be back tomorrow about midday, 1 o'clock with my daily transfer update. I will do 2 streams tomorrow, 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Subscribe, notifications on, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks very much. Enjoy your Friday night. Laters, peeps.